Still knitting on my socks because I've been knitting on everything else and crocheting, but I like to have these done before the end of the month. They are it's like a large to extra large pair. Not sure the mic was covered. These socks are large to extra large. There's a couple of kitties in the yard today getting some food. One over there. And a couple behind me eating. So, I've had this left over from another pair of socks, and I'm using 2 skeins of this superwash wool and polyamide. Nice stretch. When you do the heel, if you want to make a sock for a customized foot, if the person has a wider foot, you can make the heel a little bit longer, and then that way you will pick up a few extra stitches to make a wider foot, and you'll be dividing them half and half after your heel is completed for the top and the bottom of the foot. That is what I do. But if you have a normal foot, you can just follow the pattern. But yes, if you make your heel a little bit longer, you would pick up a few more stitches going down the side of the heel this way. So this is just how you knit, just plain knitting. Oh, putty tat. No putty tat. The mama kitty is getting friendly with me the last 2 to 3 weeks. It took a couple of years. So, little tangle up here. Just to let you know, I don't cut my yarn every time I switch color. If I'm going to be using it again within a narrow amount, like I only put on, I don't know, 10 rows here or something. So I didn't cut this off because I rejoined it, or I was going to have to rejoin it up here. So instead of, I carry it all the way up as I go. So on the inside, there's no strings. No strings at all. You can see the wool. There's a tiny bit of a seam on the inside. You can't really notice it on the outside. This is just a marker for counting, because I added an extra 10. I'm going to put another 10 here, and then I'm going to, after I put the 10 there with the regular yarn, I'm going to add one more stripe. So I'm going to carry it all the way up, and how I do that so that it's invisible in the back, I just give it a twist around so that I know it's going to be carried, this is going to be carried up to the next row. and it's on the inside. And that's how I hide it. No need for darning, no need for cutting, no need for tying and knotting. No need for any of that. I'm going to have a nice clean sock. And yes, that first stitch, I make sure it's close to the needle that I just finished. So the first part of the sock I knit purled. You knit and purl so that it doesn't roll up on you. It keeps your knitting straight from rolling up. You can do that with your hats and mittens. That's why you have ribs for ribbed cuffs. If you just made it knitting, it would roll. So if you want a roll-up hat, that's great. That is what you do. Yeah. Just don't knit any ribs. That one's there. Or did I pull it off? Oh, wrong one. Okay. I'm going to have to get my hook. I just pulled that. Nope, that's it there. I didn't drop the last stitch off the needle. I had both of them on in the same place. Just had to decide how to figure out which one I was supposed to knit. So as long as if you run into that problem, as long as it pulls to the next stitch, then it's the one you're supposed to use. If you drop a stitch and it runs down, you don't need to undo your knitting to get back to that stitch. Get a small crochet hook and you just pull it back up through the yarn that's going across, and you'll knit your stitch back on. So if you're knitting plain stitches, just insert the crochet hook from the front. If you drop a purling stitch, insert the crochet hook from the back and pull the yarn up through, and your stitch will be perfect again. You'll have your stitch back on. Well, I just hope my speaker's not covered while I'm making this video. I can't tell. Sorry. I got too curious. Try to keep my thumb out of the way so you can see. I can almost do this in my sleep. Oh, cat fight. The sun is so nice. Putty, putty. Mama kitty. There's the mama kitty. There's another kitty. And under that fence eating is another kitty. So that's all for now. That's how you just do your knitting, pick up stitches, and explained a little bit how to make your heel, which I'll get into more when I'm showing you how to do it. And if you have a wider foot or more round foot, I'll show you or explain to you what to do to make the heel of your sock longer, and it will make your foot wider. Okay? So have a great day, everybody. Enjoy the weather and happy yarning. Bye.